All right, it's the second quarter, and this is your Q1 in review. We're going to talk a little bit about what worked, what didn't work, and what we need to do to make this second quarter the biggest and baddest you've ever had. So we'll be right back in less than 5 minutes. All right, we are back. We are back. Welcome to another awesome episode of CX in the morning, customer experience in the morning. On every single CX in the morning, I bless you with customer service tips, customer experience tricks, and I leave you with gems. And by gems, I mean actionable takeaways that you can implement at the speed of now. Immediately after this broadcast, you'll be able to take what you've learned and sharing it with your team, making you, your team, and your business better. The shades are because of the pollen. I'm not trying to be cool. It's because of the pollen. If I remove these shades, you're going to see my eyes look as red as this shirt. So I'm not trying to be cool. Even though I'm a cool guy, the shades are for the pollen. All right. So I don't want anybody to be like, oh, he's trying to be cool. No, it's the pollen. Anyway, so this is the Q1 in review. We're actually in the second quarter right now. So yeah, imagine 90 days of 2023 gone behind us forever. Will never return. Gone forever. So we're gonna do a reflection back. Yes, you are cool. See, yeah, look at that. I'm cool, cooler than a polar bear's toenails, right? But anyway, so we're gonna do this is gonna be real quick, 5 minutes max. So grab your pen and papers, or if you have an Android, you can have IG in one part of the screen and you can have your notepad in the other part of the screen, only for Android. So if you don't have an Android, sorry for your loss, right? But anyway, real quick. So number one, the first thing I want you guys to do is, what 10 things are you most proud of from the last 90 days? What 10 things? I want you to reflect back. What 10 things? And this can be business or personal, because if you're not well, the business can't do well. So you can make it a combination of business and personal, or just personal, or just business. So what 10 things from Q1, from January 1st to March 31st, what 10 things are you most proud of? So I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to do that. So it's gonna be a 6-minute, 10-minute show. So 2 minutes of each. So you got 2 minutes. What 10 things are you most proud of from Q1? I'm gonna have some imaginary thinking music. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah. So what 10 things, business or personal, that you're most proud of from the first quarter of the year? Let me give you guys about 60 more seconds for that, and then we're going to move on to bullet number 2. So what 10 things are you most proud of from the last 90 days, from Q1? All right, another 30 seconds. My walk with God, my health, my business success. I love it. You start with my work with God, my walk with God. Once you start with my walk with God, everything else is going to fall into place. All right, Miss Tasty Divine. So when you get some time later this evening, I want you have 1, 2, 3. I want you to expound on the third one, my business success. So see if you can get 7 from that. What about the business success? Did you increase in by 2%, 4%, 5%? Or did you get more customer reviews? Did you find a vendor where you can get the food for cheaper? So I want you to expound. And here's why this is important. Because what I found is that oftentimes we don't celebrate, as entrepreneurs, as high achievers. Most of the individuals who watch this show are high achieving entrepreneurs, and we don't celebrate our wins. And I'm doing a better job in 2023 to celebrate wins, because we achieve a goal, on to the next one. And that has been my life, my entire life. I'm like, like people be like, Wes, you did a great job. And I'm like 6 steps on to the next thing. You're still celebrating that. I'm like, well, one of my mentors says, hey, Wes, yeah, you're a big deal, but celebrate your wins. And when you don't, here it is, when you don't celebrate your wins, it sends a subconscious message to your mind that's saying that you are not worthy. When you don't celebrate your wins, you internally send a subconscious message, subliminal message to your subconscious mind that says, hey, you're not worthy to be celebrated. And if you don't celebrate yourself, guess what? Good luck with anybody else celebrating you. So this is important, one, so that you can see where you are and what you need to do, in addition to celebrating your wins, because what you appreciate, you magnify. If you celebrate something, what happens when somebody say, hey, Wes, man, or Jackie or Ebony, man, I'm so happy what you did. That really, really helped me out. That makes Jackie or Wes want to do more. Anyone who's in a relationship knows that when you tell your spouse, be like, hey, listen, baby, when you did that last night, when you made that meal, when you cooked that meal, I got to remember this is a PG show. When you made that meal, it really, really tasted good. That was the best meal I've ever had. What happens? That spouse want to make that meal more often. They want to do more things because of the gratitude. So you're giving gratitude to yourself, saying, hey, it was a tough 90 days, but we pushed through, and I'm proud of you, self. Yes, give yourself a pat on the back for leading this business to where it is, as well as the importance, and highlights the importance of knowing your numbers. Knowing your numbers. You don't know if you're good or bad, or if you improve 10% if you don't have any numbers. Does that make sense? So you have to know your numbers. In data, we trust. We cannot make decisions based on how we feel. Or, my gut feeling told me, or the Lord told me. No, the Lord told you to have it on a spreadsheet. That's what the Lord tell. Don't tell me anything about what God said. God said, I'm going to give you this tool. It's going to call Excel spreadsheets, and that's your gift from God. Yes, it's called Excel. Okay? So moving along. Second thing on the list in Q1 in review. What are the 5 things that you're most confident in or confident about right now? What are the 5 things that you're most confident about right now? What 5 things are you most confident about right now? So this builds from number 1. Again, showing appreciation, and you're looking back at the things that worked in Q1. So with those things that worked, that you did well in Q1, what 5 things are you confident about moving into Q2? So take 2 minutes to do that. We're going to add the imaginary thinking music. So it takes 2 minutes to do that. What 5 things are you most confident about right now moving into Q2 because of your success in Q1? I'm going to give you another 60 seconds. What 5 things that you're most confident about right now? And again, that can be a combination of business, personal, or business or personal. Based on your success in Q1, what 5 things are you most confident about moving into Q2? Someone says, what's Q1? All right. Q1, I apologize. Q1 means first quarter, and Q2 means second quarter. All right. Miss Tasty Divine says one of the 5 things that she's most confident about is I am able to do more and at a quicker rate. Boom. Miss Renee Floyd says spiritually, marriage, family, friendship, and finances. Great job, Miss Floyd. Miss Floyd's 5 things that she's most confident of is spiritually, marriage. I guess she means his spirituality. I'm sorry. There I can't read, right? Spirituality, her marriage, family, friendship, and finances. Well done, Miss Floyd. Miss Tasty Divine on IG said, I'm able to do more and at a quicker rate. Nice. So she's obviously increased her revenue because she's able to do more at a quicker rate. Money just came into her bank account. All right. The last thing in the Q1 in review is what are the 5 things that would make Q2 a total win for you? What are the 5 things that will make Q2, when we move into Q3 and we do the Q2 in review, what 5 things would you have accomplished to be like, yes, Q2 was a success? So what 5 things will make Q2 a total win for you? What are the 5 things that would make the second quarter a total win for you? Let me give you 2 minutes to do that one as well, and we're going to initiate the imaginary thinking music. So yes, what 5 things will make Q2 a total win for you? An absolute win for you? I'll give you about 60 more seconds. All right, Miss Tasty Divine says, what would her 5 things that would make the second quarter a total win is being consistent in God's guidance. Man, this lady is an angel. Like those two type of things. It's everything this lady says has God either before it, in it, to the back of it, to the side of it, above it, beneath it. Lady is oozing God's divine, just oozing. So Miss Tasty Divine says, being consistent in God's guidance. I am confident that her Q2 is going to be amazing. And I'm going to give you about 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds. Eric says to acquire 2 more clients in Q2. That's awesome, Eric. And Shelly said if she's able to become a full-time entrepreneur. So Shelly says if she's able to become a full-time entrepreneur, that would be a total win for her in Q2. All right, so that's all right. Miss Floyd, boom, that just came in. Let's see, acquiring a virtual assistant for admin, hiring 2 new techs, adding 2 new vans, completing the startup of my cookie company and t-shirt company. Miss Floyd, you better get to work. Miss Floyd has the Gettysburg Address of the things that need to be a total win for her in Q2. I'm assuming Miss Floyd has a team. I don't think Miss Floyd has all of this, is doing all of this by herself, or she is totally a high achiever. So I'm not even going to say maybe she has a team. She might be just one of those high achievers. That's what this show attracts, high achievers. So Miss Floyd in review says, what would make the second quarter a total win for her is acquiring a virtual assistant. See, that's what it is. Acquiring a virtual assistant will make all of these other things obsolete because the virtual assistant is going to handle everything else. You're a slick one, Miss Floyd. She's like, no, Wes, I'm not doing that stuff. The virtual assistant is going to do all this stuff. That's what I keep telling you guys about. The power about delegation. Yes, as a CEO at the helm of the organization, there are things that you have to do. There are about 3 to 5 things that you as the owner have to do. Everything else can be delegated. Everything else can be delegated. So in review, again, Ms. Floyd says, acquiring a virtual assistant for admin, hiring 2 new techs, adding 2 new vans, completing the startup of my cookie company and t-shirt company. Ms. Floyd, out of transparency, this gentleman here loves with the capital L, oatmeal raisin cookies. So people think, like I'm in pretty good shape because I run every day. Do I like running? I hate running. I hate cardio. I hate it with a capital H. But I love oatmeal raisin cookies. That's why I run. People be like, why do you run? You hear, oh, I love running. I clear my mind when I'm running. I'm at peace when I'm running. That's not my story. Every time I'm running, I'm like, I could be doing something better than running. Who likes to feel sweaty and just drenched and feel like their heart is about to pop out their chest? I don't. But I love oatmeal raisin cookies. That's why I run. Okay? So when you start this cookie company, just DM me and I'll give you my address. Send me the link where I can order my divine oatmeal raisin cookies. Nothing goes better than oatmeal raisin cookies than almond milk. So good job for you, Miss Floyd. And that's it. I told you guys this was going to be a quick show. So I want you guys to, 1, celebrate your wins. Look at your data. Look at the metrics so that you can know where you are and what you need to do moving into Q2. What worked? What didn't work? Everything, I'm sure everything wasn't a doozy. Everything didn't go as well as you planned. But what worked, what didn't work, and implement those, right? Make the changes. So pivot. You got to be like water, fluid. And again, the 5 things that you're most confident of. Now that confidence comes from the successes in Q1. You're confident, like I'm confident about swimming because I learned to dog paddle last quarter. So now I can swim. I'm confident about riding my bike because first quarter I had training wheels on. I'm confident about writing this dissertation because I read all of the articles that I needed to about the term paper. Does that make sense? That's where the confidence comes from. Now, and the last thing is the 5 things that will make this quarter a total win. And you guys mentioned those. Now, After this, what you want to do is do a SWOT analysis. Now, if you're like, what in the world is a SWOT analysis? Go back to YouTube and search Wes Walter SWOT analysis, and you will know what a SWOT analysis is. So you want to do those every quarter, 4 times a year. Every quarter, do a SWOT analysis for you and your business. All right, that's it. In-N-Out, like In-N-Out burgers, quick and easy. Thank you guys for tuning in. On every single episode, I bless you with gems, and I littered the internet with gems with this one. So take these gems, apply it to your business, making yourself and your business better. I will see you guys next Wednesday at 8 a.m. Eastern, where we are every Wednesday, 8 a.m. Eastern, for another awesome episode of CX in the Morning. Peace. Adios, Miss Tasty Divine.